All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. We are doing some more front yard planting as we're getting the front yard of the house and the back garden ready for fall time. And so one of the things that I wanted to do, I have two of these big planters that I normally keep rosemary in, but the rosemary just really grew and took over these planters, and they flowered and died. And so I want to refresh these planters by putting some more rosemary in here, but I really want to pack them with a whole bunch of other herbs. And so I've got a bunch of different things that I want to put in, and so I'm going to show you how I do one of these planters just so you can see what's possible. If you do have a container garden, I love container gardening because it just allows you to do so many different things, and you can change these out season to season. And so what I'm doing is I've got these containers here, they're really nice size, really deep. And so that rosemary had been in here for at least almost 3 years. So I'm not unhappy that it died, but just gives me an opportunity to put one in that'll go for another couple years. And so I just took out some of the old soil that was kind of re-rooted and spread it around in some other containers at the bottom of the containers, and then I added some mushroom compost and some potting soil. And so I'm just going to take these new plants that I have, just blake up the roots. They're pretty small, so I'm going to go ahead and just pack them in and just do a couple different things just to kind of have the place looking nice for the fall. And so I can just break that up. I've got some organic fertilizer that's in here as well. And so I'm just going to put the rosemary here in the middle, and this will grow out nicely. And what I'm going to do is fill around the rosemary with some different plants. One of the things that I really wanted to use this fall are these sunpatients. And so I've got some pink sunpatients here. You have to be careful with these because these things will overtake your pot. But I'm only going to keep these in here for the fall. And so hopefully they won't grow too much to where they're just taking over everything. But I wanted to add a little color. And the good thing about these sunpatients are the bottoms of the roots will grow in, but the rest of this plant should spill over the sides. You normally can put 3 of these in, but I'm only going to put 2 in just so I just control how much these things are taking over. These are great plants. They take the heat very nicely, but they also take the cold. They won't survive a frost, but they'll do well even in the cold. As long as you keep these things watered, these plants will do nicely, and they'll just grow and fill out. They do get to be about 3 foot tall, and so these plants do get pretty massive, which is why you want to be careful with them. Also going to take some of this parsley that I have here, plant that in here in the front. The good thing about these plants is that they're really just going to grow and fill in. Even though this little rosemary looks like it's getting really overshadowed, it will be fine. I'll take one of these. I've also got some Swiss chard here. This Swiss chard will grow in pretty big, and so it'll be good to have this. It'll fan out, and this rosemary will grow in pretty big as well. I'm not worried about this rosemary at all because this is a plant that will get pretty nice size. Swiss chard in here. The last thing, I'll probably put a couple more in here. I've got some oregano here. The last thing that I'll put in here is I've got these basil plants that I've been rooting, and I'll go ahead and put this basil in here as well. All right, and so this is our potter, and this thing will grow in very nicely. Some of the holes that are in here that need to be filled in will fill in, especially as the sun patience grows. The oregano will spill over the side. This Swiss chard will grow up nice and tall, and so these sun patience, they should spill out, and then we'll have this parsley that'll grow up nice and tall, as well as the basil will start growing. So we'll have a lot of nice things that are going to be going on in here, as well as this rosemary will start getting tall and be a nice luscious plant as well. And so we'll have this bright, beautiful planter here in a month or so that'll grow on nicely. It'll slow down a little bit as we get into the cold season, but this will be very fragrant. It'll be beautiful from the flowers, things like the Swiss chard that has that pop of color, but it'll just be very aromatic as people are coming into the house and walking into the front door. They'll get a whiff of all these herbs that are coming out of here, and so this will be a really nice plant. And so guys, give it a try. Post me a picture and let me see what your container gardens look like. I love doing these herb planters because they're very versatile and you can put so many different things in these. And so if you've never tried this before, give it a try and let me know how you like it. All right guys, that's it for this video. We'll see you next time.